focus for them.
The big thing for Superstars 2 in the last fight is because Freedom were separated and Falstad came down, Zeratul was still up. They had Leyline Seal, but not Void Prison at the same time to try to keep Dansky alive. And the Twilight Dream went through, did massive amounts of damage once Force of Will ended. So Superstars has a moment. They have equalized the battleground. They have 5 shots remaining for their core.
Can they do it? The pressure up on bottom. Superstars is keeping the Stitches flank, question mark? No, scouted by the Medivh, so even if it was, Sray moving forward. Ate a lot of damage, not a cursed bullet though. Hook lands, roots there, Force of Will, nice portal, Leyline Seal, hitting all 4.
They'll start to pop out. Hosty knocks Insomnia away. Putrid Bowel's been used. The damage starting to come in for Superstars. Sray jumps in. There's a Stormbolt. Do we have a Hook possibility too? Slam hits, but not in time. Hook will bring down the gate.
The inevitable fight of mid is still happening. So Fawcett actually tried to back after that skirmish, but Insomnia's been trying to make sure he can't. Force maybe a flight out of him. He will end up getting the back. 20 advantage here for Freedom. This is not game, but it means a lot. Divine Storm is gonna be used.
Iakona's inside there. He gets broken out. He still has Twilight Dream. We still have a Leaping Strike too as possibilities for Superstars. But they need 20 if they can. They lose Falstad.
We spent the entire game witnessing Falstad versus Zeratul, and remember Koth and Luck talking about the power spikes of Zeratul at 20. The minute he hits 20, Zeratul no longer worried about that Falstad. Nice root, a beautiful Force of Will. Twilight Dream bolts, ends up hitting 5 members of Freedom, but no kill to be gained after that play from Iacona. Dansky retreating, Insomnia trying to pull away.
Look at this poison damage though between Lunara and the Putrid Bile. They are wrecking Team Freedom. Zeratul's out of here. Leyline Seal buys some time, and with Medivh's cheats, even catches Lunara, but it doesn't matter. They've taken out 2. Now one of those was Abathur. He has redemption, so he will be back momentarily. But Superstars, we're starting to see now that they've got this late game poison. But is it enough when they're so far behind in the core health?
Exactly what was going to be my response, but is it enough, Gilly? It all started with a nice root, and I thought, you know, that we would see a closer fight here when things came online for Superstars, but this is, look at the health bars. Everybody is fine.
Yes.
They aren't even worried about it. So if Superstars can make that happen again in their initiation in the start of the next fight, it's going to look very, very good for them. It's just whether or not that 5 HP on the core is enough breathing room for them to actually make those plays and not be put in those lose-lose situations.
Yeah, it's not just like doing it again. It's doing it again and again and again until they win the game, being so far down. But they've held at 5 core health for a long time now, so maybe there is the chance. Sappers up in the top lane. Falstad grabbed those, and that bell tower is getting fairly low. Falstad now flying to the bottom. Hoping that with the force of rotation from Zeratul, Superstars can win another team fight.
Zeratul's shown. Will Superstars force to get a little bit of damage? I wouldn't want to, man. It's that amount of HP that I want to see a team just all in on those. So many teams get it so low and they're like, it's just out of reach. But if you just, everybody right clicks for half a second longer, dead, take that fight.
And now they could potentially rotate up to the top, or at least send somebody. It's low. They might wait until the next altar phase though and get it to guarantee that they have the extra shot. Not the most favorable position for that.
Nice root. Force of Will is going to be forced out there onto Collusion. He drops into the Void. He's got a Divine Storm out of it.
Oh yes, he does. Hits 3. Iacona ice blocks. Twilight Dream 2. Fate in trouble. Fate is down. Hosty flies away, trying to make sure that he can stay alive, but caught from Medivh cheats. Burrow charge. Team Freedom take down Falstad.
4 seconds. They got themselves the altars that they need to finish this game over Superstars. As Sray reveals himself from the cocoon. Sadly, not as beautiful as a butterfly, but close.
Especially with that golden avatar. Man, this is rough for Superstars. They have to stop one of these. They have to get one of these. They can't let both of them go in.
With 3 members down, only Stitches and Saray on the Murden. Now only Stitches remain. It's one of those things where you understand why we are in the position that we're at, but it's still painful to watch it play out.
Was there any possibility that someone could have ran top and taken that down?
Yes, there was technically a possibility for that to be a thing. But with 5 shots only remaining on the core itself, even then, it wouldn't matter.
전투 시 초 남았네. 이동 중. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 우리의 칼날이 빗나가지 않기를.
영웅들이여, 내 총애를 얻고 싶다면 공물을 모으거라.
선택하라.
시시하게 싸우는 꼴을 더는 못 봐주고 공물을 모아 내 총애를 얻어라. 공물을 모으거나 내 저주에 걸리거나 선택은 간단하다.
특성 요새가 파괴된다.
용납할 수 없다. 내 저주를 받아라.
훌륭한 솜씨여, 국물이 쓰러졌다. 요새가 무너졌다. 요새를 하나 잃었다.
저주를 거두노라. 단 누군가 내 총애를 다시 얻을 때까지만.
특성을 선택하라. 명령대로
늦어선 안 돼.
이번엔 누가 먼저 공물을 차지하는지 볼까.
복종해야 함. 이동 중.
공물을 모으거나 내 저주에 걸리거나 선택은 간단하다.
최단 경로 선정 중. 명령대로.
특성을 선택하라. 두 명이 쓰러졌네. 학살의 시작.
시시하게 싸우는 꼴을 더는 못 봤다. 공물을 모아 내 총애를 얻어라.
유전자 증명 완료.
영상이 없는 땅 보내버렸다.
이동 중.
용감한 공격이었다.
안전한 곳에 머물러 아군 강화해야 함. 늦어선 안 돼.
선택하고 성체를 잃어. 좋은 징조. 핵이 공격받고 있다. 성체를 파괴한다. 훌륭. 잘했네.